Namaste. Good morning and welcome to Yoga for Peace. An appropriate subject and one that is all the more urgent in our society today. My teacher, Pandit Rajmani Tiguana, wrote, according to the Yoga Sutra, there are 4 principles which, if cultivated and assimilated, will free our minds from the disturbances caused by jealousy, hatred, anger, possessiveness, and feelings of inferiority. These methods are cultivating friendship for those who are happy, compassion for those who are suffering, cheerfulness towards the virtuous, and indifference towards the non-virtuous. To live in pure consciousness, God consciousness, is to live without fear, anger, hatred, jealousy, and greed. Cultivating friendship for those who are happy, compassion for those who are suffering, cheerfulness towards the virtuous, and indifference towards the non-virtuous has the power to give us this freedom. According to the Yoga Sutra, these principles can be practiced and assimilated through contemplation or through meditation. Either method will purify our minds and hearts. And this purification will be accelerated if we have the courage to face our fears, the determination to transform our lives, and the company of like-minded people, and grace. Practicing these 4 principles will purify the mind and heart, and once we have developed friendship for those who are happy, compassion for those who are unhappy, and cheerfulness towards those who are virtuous, and indifference to the actions of those who are not, we will no longer pose a threat to others, and they will be neither defensive nor self-protective in our presence. Pure love, compassion, selflessness, and self-acceptance radiate from us when we have purified our hearts. And because similar attracts similar, our presence will elicit these same qualities from others. Love, compassion, cheerfulness, selflessness, and self-acceptance will begin to radiate from the individual level and affect the community, the society, and finally the world. Now, the Sanskrit word for peace is shanti. Shanti. And there's a long A in shanti. And there's a little hiccup kind of at the end where you give a little extra emphasis at the I. So it's shanti. Shanti. Now, there's a peace mantra. This is also known as student-teacher prayer. Om Sahana Avatu Sahano Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karavavahe Tejasvinaditamastu Ma Vidvishavahe. And now you can join in. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. The translation is, O Lord, may we be protected together. May we be nourished and grow in our study. May we create vitality among one another. And may our study be filled with radiance and energy. And may there be no enmity among us. Peace, peace, peace. Now to practice pranayama with the Brahmari pranayama. This is our bumblebee breath. So to practice, we take a nice inhalation, keep the lips lightly closed, create a hollow in the mouth where you can hum. And you're just making the sound of a happy little bumblebee flitting from flower to flower, collecting his nectar. Just a big smile and a big hum as you exhale. So try 3 breaths with me now. Inhale. Breathe normally. Maybe you started to feel a little bit of reverberation and vibration in the skull and the cranium. Now we're going to add the Shanmukhi mudra as we do this pranayama. The Shanmukhi mudra supports the yogic practice of pratyahara, meaning withdrawal of the senses. It is the 5th limb of Ashtanga Yoga as taught in the Yoga Sutras of Patanjali. There are 6 gates, the 2 ears, the 2 eyes, the nose, and the mouth. And by lightly sealing these 6 gates, the yogi turns inward to cultivate the art of withdrawal, which nourishes inner peace and calmness. The interiorization of the senses helps develop concentration, focuses the mind, and enhances awareness of sound from within. So, the way to practice this mudra is by sealing the ears, eyes, nose, and mouth. But of course, once you seal your ears, you won't be able to hear any more instructions. So I'll demonstrate first. You're gonna just watch, and then we'll do it together with the bumblebee breath. So the way it's done is putting the thumbs in the ears to close the ears, press, and then I have to take my glasses off to close the eyes. The first finger lightly closes the eyelid. The second finger closes the nose. Third, over the upper lip. And then pinky fingers around the lower lip. So you have thumbs in the ears, eyelids closed, nose, nostrils closed, upper lip, and lower lip. Okay, now go ahead, apply the mudra, and then take 3 bumblebee breaths. Release your mudra, release the arms. All right. No, that you could do that for quite a while. And now please come on to hands and knees to table pose. And first, press back to child's pose. Take a moment to Dedicate your practice, invoke a sense of peace, calm, and tranquility. Taking long, deep breaths that fill your entire lungs on the inhalation and empty every drop of air on the exhalation. Dedicating this practice to cultivating inner peace so that we can share this sense of completeness, friendship, compassion, empathy, and equanimity with the world. Now inhale, rise back to table pose. And on your exhalation, press into cat. Tuck the tailbone, look to the knees. On your inhalation, lift your eyes, arch the back. And exhale, again, round like an angry cat. Inhale to the sway back of an old cow. Keep the arms straight, the fingers clawing into the mat. And the breath flowing calmly and peacefully from beginning to end. And walk the hands forward, come into the puppy dog. Inhale, lift up through the armpits, widen the collarbones. And on your exhale, pull navel to spine, scoop the chest downward. And over a series of breaths, your nose may come to touch the mat. Or even more flexible people will have the heart touch the mat. So this is Anahata asana. Anahata, the unstruck sound of the heart. And then release, walk the hands back under the shoulders. And step right foot forward, come to low lunge. On the inhale, look up. And on the exhalation, straighten the right knee, flex the ankle, and fold forward. Inhale, rock it forward, lift your eyes. And on the exhale, rock it back, lift the toes. And just find an even rhythm with your breath. Good. Next time, come forward, root down through the legs with muscular energy and squeeze in with the core of the pelvis. Lift the hands up to the right knee and roll the shoulders up and back. Exhale, pull navel to spine. Pour power down through the hips and feet. Then inhale, reach the arms out to the side, turn the palms up. Roll the shoulders up and back. Then extend the arms over the shoulders without tensing the neck. Keep the neck relaxed, the shoulder blades down. Then interlace the hands behind the head and start to widen the elbows. Tilt the chin up, press the head back into the hands while maintaining that powerful muscular energy in the legs to keep you balanced and steady. And then release, bring the hands down, step the right foot back to table, bring the left foot through, back to your low lunge. Inhale, look forward, and exhale, rock back, straighten the leg, lift the toes. Inhale, rock it forward. And exhale, send the hips back. And just get a little movement going. Great. Now rock it forward. Engage the hips, the legs, and press down through the legs. Lift the hands to the left knee. Roll the shoulders up and back. Then exhale, pull the navel in and powerfully press through the legs. Anchor into the earth. Then open the arms, shoulder height. Turn the palms up. Roll the shoulders up and back. Keep the shoulder blades flat on the back as you lift the arms and breathe. Now interlace the hands behind the head and press the head back. Stay firm with your determination to anchor the pose through the legs so that you have the freedom to really lift the heart and bend the head back for a nice heart opener. And then release, bring the hands down. And now step the left foot back. Curl the toes under, spread the fingers, claw the mat, and lift the knees to tiger dog. The knees are bent, hands are clawing the mat like a tiger ready to pounce. Inhale and exhale. Getting some movement in the knees, in the shoulders. And inhale, shoulders forward, and exhale, bend the elbows, lower gently down. Now, come into cobra pose. Bring legs together, press the toenails down, and curl the head and shoulders up. Pull back with the palms so the shoulders stay down. And you have the freedom to sway a little like a cobra, listening to that magical flute, that enchanting flute music. Just exploring a little bit of fun and spontaneity in your practice. And then lower the chest down and extend the arms back. Turn the palms face to the floor, the fingertips on the floor like spider hands. Inhale, roll the front of the shoulders up. Squeeze the legs together. And now lift the feet. Lift the hands. Locust, Shalabhasana. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Stretch through the fingertips. And exhale, squeeze to the midline. Take 2 more breaths. And release, hands to the mat. Press up to table pose. Inhale. And exhale, walk the feet back, hands back to the feet. Bend the knees. And keep the knees bent. And just sway hips from side to side, twisting and turning like a monkey, kind of just playing with its tail, swinging its tail around. Have a little monkey fun. And then roll the back up. Inhale, lift the arms. Touch the palms. And exhale, bring hands down to the heart. Okay. Now step to the front of the mat. And take a big step back with the right foot for warrior 1. The right heel down, hands to the hips. So you can align and turn that right hip forward, pull the left hip crease back, and press down through the right heel so there's a nice deep stretch in the back of the calf. Now roll the shoulders up and back. Pull navel to spine. And keep focusing muscular energy in the core of the pelvis. Legs strong. Lift the arms. And breathe. Relax the shoulders. Look up to the hands. Inhale, peace, calm. And exhale, any tension or worries. Good. Now, clasp the hands behind the back. Keep the shoulder blades together. Collarbones spread wide. And then fold forward, humble warrior. Now release the hands down to the mat. Shift your weight forward onto the left leg. Lift up the back leg, the right leg up to the ceiling. And fold over that left leg, standing split. Release the right foot next to the left. Inhale, rise. Lift the arms, touch the palms. And exhale, hands to the heart. Step the left foot back for warrior one. Now, bend the right knee. Anchor through that left heel, spiraling the inner left thigh towards the back of the mat. Keep the left knee straight. Square the hips, roll the shoulders up and back, and then extend the arms. Breathe the intention of adding more peace. Letting go of worries. Quieting those disturbances of the mind. Citta-vrrti-nirodhah is the Sanskrit for that. Quieting, that quelling of disturbance. Now clasp the hands behind the back. Keep the shoulders back, navel in, and then fold forward, humble warrior. Coming up with the backs of the hands towards the sky. Now release hands to the floor. Shift your weight forward onto the right leg and lift the left leg up as high as you can, standing split. Another challenge is to try and balance with the hands holding onto the back of the heel or ankle. And release the hands, release the feet to the floor, and squat down, lifting the heels. Balance on the balls of the feet and lift the hands and roll the shoulders back. Chin level. Inhale, stand. Exhale, release the arms. Now, step right foot back halfway, standing pyramid. Parshvottanasana. Let's start with a back bend, either holding the back of the waist or clasping the hands behind the back and lifting the heart. Tilt the head back, lengthen the back of the neck. The more you press down through the back foot, the more length you can add to your spine. And now fold forward. Release hands to the front thigh, bend the knee. And make sure you have the stability and balance you need to fold. With good alignment, both hips are even, level. Now exhale and squeeze the kneecap, fold forward over the left leg. Inhale, lengthen the back of the neck and spine. And exhale, pull the tummy in and reach down through the crown of your head. Just like you're pouring water out of a pitcher, and the top of your head is that pitcher. Inhale, peace and calm. And exhale, any tension, stress, or anxiety. Now bend the knee, step right foot forward, and exhale, fold over both legs. Soften the knees, inhale, reach the arms up, touch the palms, and exhale, rest the arms. Step the left foot back halfway, widen the stance so you have good balance, good alignment. Begin with a little back bend, holding the back of the waist or clasping Baddha Hasta, or reverse prayer is what another option some like to try. If your wrists want to go there, a little back bend. So safe back bending requires engagement, tensegrity, equal tension through all the body. The leg muscles, hugging muscle to the bone. Good core strength. And now inhale, lift up. Bring hands around to the front thigh, bend the knee. Fold halfway so you can get a sense in space of how you're aligning your hips and your shoulders. Roll the shoulders up and back. And exhale, pull navel to spine and begin to straighten that right knee. Go deeper on the shin or bring hands to blocks. Inhale, soften the knee, lengthen the back of the neck. And on your exhale, extend out from your core down through the feet. And fold crown of the head towards the big toe. Now inhale, step left foot forward, and exhale, fold over straight legs. Bend the knees, inhale, chair pose. Roll the shoulders back, exhale, squat down with the hips. Inhale, stretch up through the fingers, spread the palms, exhale, strengthen the core, focus and breathe. Next, inhale, extend all the way standing, press the feet down, focus your gaze, and start to lift the heels. Like someone's pulling you up by your fingertips. And then release the heels, rest the arms to your side. Now step right foot back for warrior two. Turn right toes 90 degrees. Walk that right foot back, back, back as far as you can. Then bend the left knee. Open the arm shoulder height. And gaze over your left fingertips. Inhale, roll the shoulders up and back. And exhale, pull navel to spine, deepen the hips. So there's a natural pulsation in the pose because your breath is unceasing, fluid, and rhythmic. Take one last breath, going to your deepest warrior. Then flip the left palm up, reverse that warrior, looking up. Straighten the left knee for triangle pose. And windmill the left hand down, the right arm up for Trikonasana. Inhale, look up, draw the right armpit back. And exhale, pull navel to spine. Press down through the soles of the feet to lengthen the legs telescopically. Each breath makes you more aware of the pose and how you can do little refinements, little micro adjustments to keep the shoulders stacked right over left and the hips stacked. Now bend the left knee, rest the left elbow on the knee, and extend the right arm deeper over the ear into side angle, Parshvakonasana. Inhale, look up, and exhale, pull the navel in, tuck the left buttocks under. Keep pressing down through the sole of the right foot so the right hip has some lift and you have more of an arc along that right side of the ribs and the hip. You get a better stretch. Now look down, step the right foot forward to meet the left, and exhale, fold over straight legs. Soften the knees. Inhale, reach the arms up. Stretch up till the palms touch. Then exhale, lower down. And take a resting breath. Step left foot back, warrior two, Virabhadrasana. Walk the left foot way back so you can have a nice deep stance. Lower the hips and pelvis down, bend the right knee, open the arms, and gaze to the right fingertips. Inhale, roll the shoulders up and back, and exhale, pull navel to spine, deepen the hips. Find that balance between effort and ease. Lots of effort in the core and the legs, but lots of peace, calm, and ease in the mind, the breath, flowing deeply and evenly. Now flip the right palm up, reverse the warrior. Straighten the right knee for Trikonasana. Bring the right hand down to the right leg and lift the left hand high to the sky. Inhale, look up. Draw that left armpit back. And exhale, squeeze navel to backbone. Inhale, make those micro adjustments that help you align and feel good in your body. And exhale, go deeper into the experience, the full expression of the pose. And then release, bend the right knee for Parshvakonasana, extended side angle. Rest the right elbow on the knee. Inhale, look up, draw that left shoulder back. Then exhale, pull navel in, tuck the right buttocks under. Use that dynamic power of the inner thighs to keep lifting that left hip up and back. Extend out through the pinky finger of that left hand as you stay rooted down through the sole of the left foot. And then look down, release, hands to the front of the mat, and inhale, step the left foot forward. Exhale, fold over straight legs. Soften the knees, inhale, reach up. And exhale, hands to your side. Now, step the feet back to downward dog. Inhale, soften the knees and shoulders, and on your exhale, pull navel in, press the heels back down. And pulse a little with your breath. Spread the fingers, claw the mat. And each exhalation, hug to the midline with the arms and shins, navel to backbone. And on the inhalation, let the shoulders expand, then back of the neck lengthen. Now balance on the left foot. Lift right leg up, three-legged dog. And swing the right foot forward to lunge. Bring the right arm inside the right knee and walk the right foot wide, turn the toes out, lower the hips, bend the elbows. Inhale, expand in the back and shoulders, and exhale, stretch in the hips. If you want, you can always lower the back knee. And if you're capable, you might get down to your elbows. Okay. But if that's too out of balance or stressful, just stay on your palms. And now, come into pigeon. Bring that right foot over to the left side of the mat and the right shin on the mat. Walk the left knee back. Ekapada Raja Kapotasana. Inhale, lengthen the spine, and exhale, squeeze into the core, hug the legs to the midline. So we don't want that back heel to flop open to the side. And we stay on the toes of the back foot. It helps remind us that we're actually using that back inner thigh to stay engaged. Now walk the hands forward. If you're comfortable, come deeper over the right hip. But go in little stages where you can check in with yourself. Still feeling peaceful and calm. And if so, maybe you want to try a deeper stretch. Getting broader and sort of just puffing up in the kidneys and puffing up in the back of the neck so they're not getting pinched or tightened. Walk the hands under the shoulders and step right foot back, walking the knees out some. Restore that circulation. And now balance on the right foot, lift up the left leg, coming back to three-legged dog. Ekapada Adho Mukha Svanasana. Now we're stepping the left foot through to the front. Come into lunge with that left foot wide, the toes angled out to the side. Bring both arms to the inside of the left leg and bend the elbows. Pulse with your breath. And if you wish, you can always lower the back knee, get deeper onto your elbows. Just listen to your body. Now, walk that left foot across into pigeon. Walk the right knee back, lower the hips. Inhale, roll the shoulders up and back. And exhale, pull into your core, pull navel to spine, hug the outer hips to the midline, hug the legs to the midline so that back leg stays strong, and the toenails keep clicking into the floor. And the front foot, I'm going to just go at a little incremental pause, and then go deeper. Inhale, reassess. Still enjoying peace, still inhaling calmness, tranquility, and exhaling any tension. Now walk the hands back under the shoulders and step the left foot back to downward dog. Walk the feet through to the front, sit down in staff pose. If you have a strap to use for your foot, put the strap around the right foot and then lie on your back and lift the right leg up to the sky. Without the strap, you can just interlace the hands behind the right thigh. Inhale, soften the knee, and exhale, press into the strap. Extend out through the foot. Keep the head and shoulders on the floor. And just work with your breath to sense what you feel as you stretch on the exhalation. Maybe you decide over a series of breaths that you can walk the hands up the strap or higher up the calf towards the ankle. And bring that right leg a little closer to the head. Don't force or strain. Give your body permission to back off if it's not in a place of peace and loving kindness and friendship. Now supporting that right foot with your right hand, open the right leg to the side, sweep it out to the right. And then switch, cross the right leg over the body, hold with the left hand, and roll on to the outer left hip. Press that right hip down and away by pulling the navel to the spine and pressing the opposite hip, that left hip, down into the mat. Turn your gaze, you're looking over the right shoulder, spreading the fingers, and just feeling in your shoulder where the best position for that arm is. Now release and switch sides, putting the strap around the left foot or simply holding the back of the left thigh with the hands interlaced. Inhale, soften the knee, and exhale, press up through the ball of the foot. Extend the legs straighter. And do this for a few breaths. Yeah, you can pin my video to the center of the screen. Yeah. Now open the left leg to the left side. Yeah, if you click on the three little dots in the corner of the picture, there's an option to pin that video, and then that'll stay the primary video source. And now we're taking the left leg up and across, switching over to the right side and holding with the right hand. You're going to be balancing on the outer right hip and looking back to the left shoulder, the left palm. Keeping the sacrum nice and straight. Okay, we're not going to be torquing the sacrum here. Just twisting gently in the torso and the now release this twist. And let's come up seated. For a seated forward bend, you can also use a strap in these forward bends. Seated forward bends are the hardest because you have both sitting bones very anchored into the floor. So just make a little space there, widen the sitting bones, draw the lower back in, and roll the shoulders up and back. Okay, so, okay, now inhale, lengthen through the back of the neck, press down through the sitting bones, and exhale, fold forward, pull the navel to the spine, and keep the shoulders back. Inhale, breathe, exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen, and exhale, fold deeper. And now inhale, lift the back up, release the strap out, and we'll do our head to knee pose, bending right knee to the side. And folding over the left hip if you wish, put the strap around the left foot. And fold up, out, and over the left hip, keeping the belly, the navel lifting up into the body, and the shoulders rolling up and back. Exhale, lean the crown of the head towards the big toe. And inhale, broaden the shoulders. Take 2 more deep breaths. And inhale, release. Switch legs, putting the right foot forward. Bend the left knee to the side. And press the left foot into the right inner thigh. Use that muscular energy in the core to help you sit up tall and straight. Move the buttocks back and twist towards that right leg. Inhale, lengthen, and exhale, fold, taking the crown of the head towards the big toe. And letting each breath find its way into the pose. Adding more peace on the inhalation. Releasing any stress or tension on the exhale. The longer the breath, the deeper the pose. So the more emphasis on the breath, the more peaceful the practice becomes. Now release, inhale, lift the back up. And extend the legs in front. If we have a block, you bring the block to one side for supported bridge. Walk the heels up close to the sitting bones. Press the feet and elbows down. Lift up the buttocks and then slide a block under the lower sacrum. So you have support for the buttocks on the back of the block or on your hands. You can choose different heights, the block, or using the hands and the block, whatever's giving you some nice support in your bridge pose. Inhale, lift the chin, lengthen the throat, and exhale, press down through the feet, or just rest in the support of the block. Just clear your mind of any worries or stress. And just focus on each peaceful inhalation, brightening the body, brightening your spirit. adding more friendliness, compassion, and empathy, and equanimity. Now, pressing the feet down. If you're using the block, remove the block from under the back and rest the buttock skin to the floor. Hug knees into the chest. Wrap the hands around the shins and just give a little rocking motion from side to side or back and forth. Whatever is your natural inclination and your intuition guides the movement in your body. And then extend the legs for Shavasana. Rest on your back in corpse pose. The feet about as wide as the mat. The arms at a comfortable angle beside you, turning the palms face up and tucking the shoulder blades under the back. And then rest in this reclining position. Okay. Relax into this posture. Relax into your breathing, letting it flow in an unbroken stream from inhalation to exhalation without pause. Scan through your body from head to toes and back to the head again, releasing any tension, residual clenching or resistance, and just trustfully surrender to the mat. Bring your attention to the touch of breath in the nostrils. And if other thoughts arise in your mind, just let them pass through and stay focused on that cool touch of the inhalation and the warmth of the exhalation. Starting with your attention at the eyebrow chakra, Ajna chakra. This is called the Guru chakra, where we pay homage to the teachers and the lineages from which our knowledge flows forth. The Guru chakra contains an eternal flame, a light that is never extinguished. A small portion of that flame, a lamp, will now guide your way down to the heart center. The flame travels before you, lighting the way, until you come to a place just to the base of the sternum. At this point, you find an opening to a cave. The light goes before you into the cave and guides you towards the other end. As you emerge from the other end of the cave, the light disappears, and you find yourself in a garden where there's a beautiful pond. And at the center of this pond is a white lotus. You sit in your meditation posture at the edge of the pond. In front of you is the lotus, and around the lotus are 8 round lotus petals. The leaves are spread out on the water, and on each of the leaves is a small flame, a ball of light illuminating the leaf and the space just around it. You mentally bow in namaste towards this first leaf. And there, with the heart full of gratitude, You pay homage to the element of the earth on this first leaf, the solid ground on which we stand and rest. We bow in gratitude to the element of the earth. We next come to the second leaf, where the ball of light is illuminating it. And this leaf represents the element of water that is manifested as oceans, lakes, rivers, streams, and the water under the earth. This element is in us, and we bow in gratitude. And now the third petal. This is the light that is manifested as the sun, moon, and stars, the lightning in the skies and the fire on earth. There's a portion of that heat and light in my own body, and for the discrimination in my mind, and I bow to this element of fire. On the fourth leaf, the air is manifested that nourishes plants and shrubs and every breathing being. The air surrounds us in the atmosphere, and a portion of this air is in me, sustaining and moving. I bow in gratitude to the element of air. On the fifth petal, you have manifested as space, pervading this entire universe and forming a subtle link that joins all things. You have given me the space I occupy with my own body, and to you I bow in gratitude. On the sixth leaf, you take the form of countless individual identities and are the very essence of my own identity. I bow in gratitude to ahamkara, the ego maker. In the seventh petal, the ball of glowing light, I address and say, you are the moon-like quality of nature, feminine, receptive, full of love and compassion, intuitive and nurturing. To you I bow in gratitude. And to the eighth petal and its ball of glowing light, I address, you are the sun-like quality of nature, masculine, active, outward moving, decisive and discriminating. To you I bow in gratitude. And after remembering each of these 8 lights, your attention now turns to the lotus at the center. And here you find a 9th light, more radiant than all the others, and illuminating the whole space. This light seems to emerge from the lotus itself in a beautiful vision of light and flower. You bow before this light. As you lower your head, you're brought into a vast cosmic space, sky-like in every direction. The space is filled with light that's radiant and calm. In this vast field of light, you feel no disturbances or waves. You're surrounded by it as if your mind is filled by nothing but light. You sense that you are in that field of light and that your awareness spreads out just as the light in you expands to infinity. You're not just imagining this light, but identifying with its feeling, its presence. Just rest in this experience, in this presence of being one with the light. Just letting your consciousness float in this ocean of bliss, full of peace. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Now please deepen your breath. Let your body begin to awaken and move, stretching. Roll over to the right side. Rest in that fetal position to give yourself time to transition to a fully conscious, waking state. When you feel ready, you can come back up, sit cross-legged. And you feel peaceful, happy, and calm. Namaste.